The 2D platform genre has had a bit of a renaissance in recent years with some fun Mario games, some fun other games I can't remember right now. But that's okay because this is just a lead-in. And my point is that Rayman is back with Rayman Origins, straight 2D game that you've been playing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it awesome?
It is pure awesomeness. I guess when the revival of the 2D Mario game was just hitting the market, I was sort of skeptical because while I really loved Super Mario World and the Super Nintendo, I wasn't really that into the NES original, and this was a sequel to the NES original. So when I heard about the new Rayman game and they said that it would be kind of a true sequel to the original Rayman game, I was kind of skeptical again, but it is, and it is truly brilliant.
So why is it brilliant?
It takes everything that some of us loved about the original Rayman, that is the very basic premise of every good platform game, exciting levels, collectibles, enemies to beat up, and that sort of gameplay. But it also adds multiplayer, and it adds further on a really cool selection of just exciting levels with lots of challenges and just constant originality.
I remember when they were showing this at E3 and the Ubisoft presentation, I was thinking, wow, this looks incredible. Visuals, what are they like? How are they?
Like you say, they are truly amazing. It's everything in this game is hand-drawn, as I understand it, and it's just absolutely full of colors. You see colors everywhere, and the color scheme for each world, of course, is different, but not only that, the details are also just insane. And as you will experience in multiplayer, the screen actually just zooms out. So again, when it zooms in, you see all the details in both the world itself and the characters. And it just comes off as, and this is an old cliche, but it really looks like a really solid cartoon, with everything from the graphics itself to also the animation.
So just sort of gameplay platform-wise, what is that this game does that works?
Well, first and foremost, I should probably mention that it is a hard game. I mean, even though it's Rayman...
Super Meat Boy hard, or just...
No, not that, but hard in another way. It's really like a whimsical game, so you get the impression that, oh, this will just be a kiddie platformer where you can just skip through it. But there are these lumps that you're supposed to collect, and of course, if you play multiplayer, that goes into a competition, who gets the most and stuff like that.
And the lumps, a little yellow, glowy.
Exactly, and when you collect enough of them, you unlock these sort of medals that again unlocks bonus levels. And if you make it into these bonus levels, you will be treated to some almost Super Meat Boy-esque hardcore platforming that is just, I mean, truly insane. It's also really just cool to experience because even though you might fail, you'll be able to restart instantly and just do it over. And of course, if you play this sort of game, you really want all the collectibles. The difficulty also spikes when you play multiplayer, even though you have unlimited lives, because rapidly it just gets more and more fun to just smack your colleagues around. To secure the most lumps and just to be the first to complete the level.
And multiplayer is played in the same levels as the usual game?
Yes, it is exactly the same game, but you can play up to 4 players.
Does that make it easier or harder?
It depends on what kind of people you play with,
yeah.
I would say.
I remember like New Super Mario Bros. On Wii is almost harder with more people than just alone.
It is, but it's also a different...
Donkey Kong Country is certainly harder.
Yeah, but it's also a different kind of experience. And as I said, you do have unlimited lives, but it can be denied that it turns into utter chaos. And I mean, I wouldn't say that each and every level has been thought of with multiplayer in mind. It's probably more the sort of levels where you just say, yeah, let's put in 4 players and see what happens. So depending on what kind of gamer you are, if you are the completionist and you want everything, you should probably play it in single player. But if you just want to enjoy a good platform game, go ahead and play in multiplayer.
Best platformer this year? Oh, that's a tough one.
I can't really answer that, but it is definitely one of the very best. And it's one of the best 2D platformers in the last couple of years. And also it's the sort of platform game that kind of reminds you that it's okay to be old school, because this is an old school platformer. It isn't necessarily the sort of game that wants to mimic everything that Super Mario Galaxy or some game like that did, but just a game that believes in itself and doesn't mind just providing you with tons of levels with just challenges and a high difficulty.